Welcome to my tutorial on sewing the Aurora dress. I'll show you how to create this elegant and feminine dress step by step. Begin by cutting out all necessary elements from the main fabric. Consider using a lining fabric for the front facing, if the main fabric is thick or stiff. It is recommended to cut these three elements from pre-interfaced fabric. Before cutting the cuff, ensure that it will fit comfortably over your wrist, by measuring it. Mark all notches and darts on the fabric. For the back of the dress, set the stitch length on your sewing machine to the longest setting. Use stay stitching to secure the neckline and armholes to prevent stretching during sewing. Apply interfacing in the area where the zipper will be inserted. Sew and press the darts, tie the threads at the points. Moving on to the front of the dress, use the longest stitch setting and stay stitch the neckline and armholes. Create gathering at the center front by making 3 parallel stitches and pulling the threads. Check the length of the center front by placing a paper pattern of the front facing. Stay stitch the gathering to prevent stretching when joining the fronts. Sew the two front pieces together and press the seam open. Once again, check the length and make any necessary adjustments before continuing. Remove any visible threads on the right side, but leave any hidden threads. Sew the front-facing pieces together. Next, prepare the front shoulder by making a small notch at the shoulder seam location. Fold it in half and press it. Place the non-notched part of the shoulder to the neckline and pin it in place. Lay the front facing on top of the front, with right sides together, and sew them together. Trim the center front to the stitching line, being careful not to cut the seam. Understitch the front facing. Iron the finished neckline. Sew together 2 layers of fabric. Join the front and back sides together. Finish the seam with an overlock or zigzag stitch. Sew the back darts of the skirt. Press the interfacing in the center back to the notch, the place where the zipper will be sewn. Similarly, sew the front darts of the skirt and connect the front and back of the skirt. Press the seams and finish them with an overlock or zigzag stitch. Join the top and bottom of the dress. Trim any bulk and press the seam. Finish the seam with an overlock. Look how I finished the zipper insertion place. It's flat and it will be easier to sew the zipper. For the zipper insertion, prepare a covered zipper that is approximately 55 centimeters in length. Locate the point where the zipper tape naturally folds. Measure 1 centimeter from the top of the neckline and place the folded zipper there. Sew one side of the zipper until the notch. Fasten the zipper and mark the seam and end of the zipper with thread. Sew the second side of the zipper, making sure that the seams on both tapes end in the same place. Sew the skirt below the zipper. Finish the edge of the back neck facing and attach it to the back of the dress with right sides together. Sew the edge of the back neck facing to the zipper tape. Note that the back neck facing will be shorter than the neckline of the garment, so twist the zipper as illustrated. Carefully cut the corner, ensuring not to cut the seam. Turn the facing to the right side and understitch the neckline. Lay the front shoulder and back arm flat and align the right sides together, then sew. Remove any excess fullness and press the seam. To keep the dress from falling off your shoulders, here is a trick you can use. Fold a thread in half and thread it through the needle eye, so that you have 4 threads on the needle. Pierce the needle through the seam allowance, 1 mm from the shoulder seam. Pierce it through the fabric to create a loop. Grab the thread through the loop and pull it tight until the end. Repeat this step until the chain is about 2 to 2.5 centimeters in length. To finish the chain, thread the needle through the loop. Lay the chain flat and pierce the needle through the fabric. Sew the end of the thread to the seam allowance. Thread the straps of the bra through the loop, which will prevent the dress from falling off your shoulders. Attach the back neck facing to the armhole. Sew the sleeves and finish the seams with an overlock. Set the stitch length on your sewing machine to the longest setting and make 3 parallel stitches on the sleeve head. Use a pin to mark the center notch and gather the sleeve head. Attach the sleeve to the armhole, matching notches and adjusting the gathers as necessary. Finish the seam with an overlock. Prepare the cuff of the sleeves by pressing 1 cm on both sides, then fold the cuff in half and press again. Fold the cuff right sides together and sew. Cut the triangles on the seams to reduce bulk. Make 3 parallel stitches on the edge of the sleeves and gather. Fold the cuff and sleeve right sides together and sew. Trim 1 seam allowance. Turn the sleeve to the left side and place the cuff. Pin the edges of the cuff and sew close to the edge of the cuff. Hem the bottom of the skirt finished with overlock or zigzag stitch at 1 cm.